everybody, and welcome to day 2, event 2, and it is startup time. Thank you so much for joining us, and for those that joined us yesterday, woohoo, you came back. That's always a good sign. Hope you loved the video. We've just been watching it in the studio and we just absolutely love it. It's so fun and exactly what we stand for. My name's Charlotte Windebank and I am super passionate about people and skills, and because of that, nearly 8 years ago, I set up First with my wonderful business partner friend and co-founder Caroline Theobald, who is here today as co-host in the studio. We are live and we're just super excited to be here. Caroline.
It's just wonderful. I was just thinking, I'm so pleased to be here today. It reminds us, takes me right back to those very early days when we set up Charlotte. You know, all that inspiration, 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration, which has got us to where we are today, which is a good message, actually, I think, for everybody who's fought through a very strongly contested field to be shortlisted today. Because I was a judge, so I know exactly the quality of entries that we've had in this year. And if you think about it, that's coming out of a pandemic, and 64% of the people who will be who entered Startup Northeast actually entered during the pandemic, or started their business during the last year. So it's quite remarkable. Proof positive, one, that startups were alive and kicking in Northeast England, and two, that startups are really, they're an engine of growth. We need people like you to regenerate our economy.
Exactly, Caroline. And it's resilience that is going to get us through. And if you can start a business in a pandemic, you can literally do anything. So on to now a little bit of housekeeping. So what we're going to do is we're going to hear from our incredible partners. We're then going to go straight into the videos, and then there'll be the opportunity to vote by clicking the links in the right hand side of your panel that you see on Hopin. Please bring a pen and paper. Caroline, you can speak from experience. Yeah. Yesterday, they come through quite fast with the pictures. So just make sure that if you're taking notes, that you've got them next to you so you can remember who it is, and then it'll be down to you to vote for our winners. Okay, so just a little thank you shout out to our partners today. We have PNE sponsoring the Social Impact Award. We have Muckle sponsoring our High Growth Award. We have NEL Fund Managers who helped us out with the incredible accelerator that all the startups went through. And we also have Harris 21, who was with us yesterday, Claire, who's an incredible supporter of early stage founders and growing businesses. So thank you all so much. Over to you, Caroline, to talk about our headline.
Thank you so much. Before I introduce our headline sponsor, Teesside University, what I wanted to do is say a special thank you as well to everybody who put their hands in their pocket to buy a ticket for today. By doing that, you're supporting startups and growing businesses, and it's startup and growing businesses that are going to fuel us and power us out of the pandemic. So thank you. On to Teesside. It's great to have Teesside University as lead partner for our Startup Day today. Thank you. They've been proud partners of the awards for a number of years. And I think the reason for that is because they think the same as us. The university knows that making meaningful connections and developing relationships between students, startup business founders, and more established businesses powers regeneration and growth. Teesside University believes in getting involved in the community it serves. It's dynamic, energetic, and innovative. And I know is growing others, by which I mean staff, students, startups, and the community. It's growing others to be the same, with a massive £270 million investment in the Middlesbrough campus, just 5 minutes away from the Middlesbrough railway station. Teesside University describes itself as an anchor institution, generating and applying knowledge that contributes to the economic, social and cultural success of students, partners and the community. The university says that it transforms lives and economies. And I know that to be the case through a very small amount of some of the work I've been involved in, which is a tiny fraction of what the university does. the Power of Women campaign, International Women's Day, the 2070 Commission, Teesside 2070 focus groups, Open North Foundation. It's what they're doing is extraordinary and in their connections with the community. In a moment, I'm going to hand over to their Head of Enterprise, Steve Dugan, to tell us about the Assembly Hall, which is at the heart of the university, acting as a collaborative space for businesses and startups to work together and thrive. And of course, going back to the start of what I said, that's exactly what we're trying to do with these awards. Unite businesses of all ages and stages throughout the North East. From the foot of the Tees Valley right up to the Scottish borders. Businesses based in rural communities and businesses based in towns and cities. Steve, over to you.
We're in a Victorian school built in 1896, and it has the purpose of giving the ideal environment for Teesside University students, graduates and staff to start their own high growth potential business. The room that we're in right now, the space we're in right now, is the Assembly Hall. It's a brand new commercial co-working space. And if you look at the digital cluster in Middlesbrough and the wider Tees Valley, the vast majority of those businesses started out life in this building. Animersion, Big Bite Creative, they all started out life as an incubated business here. This building is about bringing people together. It's about serendipity manufactured. So in this building, for example, we have 6 video game studios, 12 graduate startups. We've even got a refugee bakery baking fresh bread every day and supporting those in need and trying to alleviate food poverty in the TS1 postcode area. There aren't many places where an architect can bump into a refugee, can bump into a baker, can bump into the chief exec of a brand new game studio. So in that respect, this is about creating a patchwork quilt of different characters with different backgrounds that when they come together can create value. We're delighted to sponsor the Startup Awards because we've been involved with Charlotte and First from the very first events that they ever ran. They're a joy to be part of. But the key thing for me about the Startup Awards is that as we come out of lockdown, as we start to win this fight against COVID, it's extraordinarily important that we support new business because it's our route really to get growth going in the regions. If you want to find out more about the Assembly Hall co-working space, the easiest thing to do is to go to theassemblyhall.co.uk and from there just follow through the contact form and one of my team will get in touch and we'll get you in for a tour. We'll give you a free day pass and you can spend the day working here and experience the benefits of being in a co-working space.
My name's Ian Brown. I've got a company called Chestnut Natural Capital and we've got a very exciting new product called the Tree Hug. So I guess that makes me a tree hugger, which you've probably seen in the publicity about this competition. Basically, my idea is to take an existing product, which is a tube of plastic, and replace it with a very special material that's actually made from plant material. So it's biodegradable. But the problem with biodegradable material is it only lasts for 2 years. And if you're a tree just newly planted on a Scottish hillside or up the Cheviots in Northumberland, you're really looking for a lot longer than just 2 years protection from that cold wind and the hail and the rain. So our new biodegradable material, made from plant material itself, will last for 5 years, which is just long enough to make the product do exactly what it should do, which is to take that tiny little sapling into a tree that can basically get on by itself. We've already invented a cable tie, and the next product is an exciting weed mat that will grow wildflowers. Thank you very much for your time.
Hi, this is my reusable water bottle. I'm sure many of you guys watching this video have got one very similar. Unfortunately, about 30% of the people in the UK don't. And that's accumulated to about 1 billion single-use plastic bottles right here in the UK every year. That's why Everdurance was set up. Essentially what we do is go out and find sustainable products to change from the ones that you use today. Take plastic bottles for instance. We now supply cartons. Although we have 5 different suppliers, all of the bodies are made of paper cardboard and the cap itself is made of sugarcane. Now not only is the carbon footprint far better than a plastic bottle, but the supply chain itself is completely carbon neutral and the materials are sourced sustainably. Not only that, but we work with councils and local groups to ensure that there's enough recycling bins and there's an efficient recycling programme in place where we supply the cartons. My name's Callum and I'm the founder of Everendurance. But today it's not about me, it's about you, because we're here for your support. If you believe in sustainability, please get in touch with our website or LinkedIn. And if you mention the competition, I will personally get back to you and have a great chat. Thanks very much.
If over 1,000 people were to switch from a beef burger to a plant-based burger just once a week, the environmental benefits would be exceptional. For over the course of a year, we would save 52 Olympic swimming pools of fresh water and 41 football pitches worth of land.
Ibrahim and I were determined to eat more sustainably, but we found it very difficult. For example, finding tasty plant-based products during our weekly shop and then discovering recipes to use those products. Staying motivated was also hard because we couldn't see the impact of our actions.
Our mission is to develop technologies that solve these major issues surrounding sustainability and climate change.
Therefore, we built Food Forage, an app that makes eating sustainably effortless by taking into consideration your motivations, food preferences, and any allergies you have. Our AI shopping list generator conveniently creates plant-based meals based on the shops around you, and we also track useful metrics such as water and CO2 use.
We generate revenue by selling big data to brands such as consumer behavior and profiles of their target audience. We also do in-app targeted advertising.
We are both co-founders and lead developers with experience in customer feedback and customer engagement. Therefore, we can add valuable features with every update.
Our support network includes DCI, DABS and Durham University, who have helped grow our team. We now have Amelia, who is our marketing head, and we also are bringing on another developer.
In summary, Food Forage addresses the urgent need to shift our lifestyle in the most easy and convenient way.
Thank you for taking the time to listen. We hope you can see our vision for a more sustainable future and how we hope to achieve it with Food Forage.
Hi, I'm Mark, the founder of Impossible Brew, and we created the first feel-good alcohol-free beer. I love drinking. I loved it so much that I started studying it professionally since I was 18. However, I had to stop drinking because it was seriously affecting my health. Like many others, I drink to relax and unwind, but when I stopped drinking, I realized that there were no alternatives that tasted just as good or felt as good. So, in discovery for something new and better, I discovered a whole new world of active plants and adaptogens used by my Asian ancestors for hundreds of years to balance the body and mind. Inspired by this, with the help of a plant scientist and an expert brewer, we created the Impossible Brew Functional Lager, the first low-alcohol beer brewed with a blend of feel-good ingredients for a new way to unwind. Since we launched our prototype first batch in March, we've sold over 4,000 units in just under 9 weeks. And not only have we been highly credited by our customers, we've also won the gold medal in the European Beer Challenge. And even though it is only our prototype batch, we've already secured several listings with our several pubs, independent pubs, bars, and online retailers. We will be launching our main beer in August based on our current customer feedback, and we are currently planning our export to Asia and national listings. Join us on our mission to offer the world a new, healthier way to unwind while enjoying a great pint without hangovers. Seem impossible? Not with Impossible Brew. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lauren Young and I run Lauren Young Illustration. We currently live in a world where the environment needs to become our priority and our society has normalised wastefulness and single-use products. I spend a lot of my free time in the Northumberland and Durham countryside, and this inspires my paintings and my work, but also makes me realise how important it is that we protect our environment. My aim is to create sustainable, eco-friendly homeware, giftware and stationery. An example of one of these products are my wildflower seed cards, which after use can be planted and grow into bee-friendly wildflower seed cards, which not only gives the gift of card and flowers in one go, but also is very good for the environment. I graduated from Sunderland University in 2019 with a first class honours in illustration and design. I've received support from the Enterprise Place at Sunderland University. I've also received funding from Santander University Fund. In my first year of trading, my turnover was £34,000. I'm stocked in 16 local shops and I'm currently in talks with more wholesalers. I sell my products online, on Etsy and on Social Shop, on my website, and I have a small studio and gallery where I also sell from. The market which I am in is pretty crowded, but because of my unique style, I do stand out. I also have been established in this market whilst it's been growing, which has helped my cause. Thanks for listening to my pitch.
1 in 6 children are likely to have a mental health disorder in the UK.
Sadly, children are having to reach crisis point before they can access support. This has to change.
MindStar's educate and inspire children to take control of their well-being from a young age, empowering future generations.
Our community hub educates children and families with support, workshops and advice. Our resources open conversations to help normalise the topic of mental health.
Our educational technology, aligned to the new mental health curriculum, is currently in development and will help schools support and integrate mental health education.
Our team are a mix of child practitioners, therapists, all are parents and all have their own lived experiences.
We've had exceptional support from businesses across the North East, helping to shape and grow our business.
Our business model is subscription and transactional, and we only need to hit a small proportion of our target market to remain a sustainable business.
There are services similar to ours, but why are we gaining so much traction?
Well, this is because our focus and approach is to directly engage children.
Since 2020, we've reached 9,000 children, we've gained social investment, and we've launched our hub. We need you to get behind our business and our mission to help us change the future for our children. Thank you very much.
Has something good ever happened to you because of the people that you know? Has an introduction resulted in a new client? Has a door been opened? Or has a conversation created an amazing new idea? We all know the value of networking, yet we just leave it up to chance. My name's Jenny Smith. I'm a networking strategist and founder of NetKnow, and I am passionate about helping people harness the power of networking. And I do that by teaching networking skills and creating networking strategies. With over 15 years experience, I launched NetKnow in April 2020, and over the last year I've been working with people all over the world, from school kids to academics, sole traders to CEOs, and helping them learn to be more effective, strategic, confident networkers. I've reinvested profits back into the business and have launched the world's first strategic networking SaaS platform. And this platform enables subscribers to source and select networking events based on a networking ecosystem that's been academically researched by Durham University twice. This allows people to save loads of time and effort, improve return on investment from their networking activities, and make sure that they're having the right conversations with the right people. I've achieved loads in my first year, but I've got so much more I want to do. So please vote for me today so I can access all the support available and help more people be strategic networkers.
Hello everyone, I'm Jakub and this is PIC. Food waste is one of today's most pressing issues. It accounts for over 25% of greenhouse gas emissions, is the direct cause of obesity, and it represents lost utility. Annually, UK households throw away 19 billion pounds on food that is never consumed. This is a problem affecting every single one of us. Thankfully, we have a solution. PIC, a diet tracking app that shows you how much food you're wasting and how to reduce that waste. Your weekly grocery shops are securely saved in your personal food database so that you don't have to worry about forgetting when your food is due to expire. After cooking a meal, simply take a picture of it, and our cutting-edge AI will instantly recognize what food you're about to consume. PIC also accordingly references which ingredients were used from your database to automatically track food waste and calorie intake. Our research shows that 46% of adults aged between 18 to 45 have used a calorie tracker at some point, which shows an enormous market cap. With 15,000 annual users, we will realistically be making $245,000 worth of profit, which is a number we plan to reach soon after the first year of trading. Our starting costs consist of the development of the app, training our machine learning models, and marketing to build an initial PIC user base. Within the next 3 months, we plan on releasing a stable MVP in the Durham community to test PIC's main functionality. Help us make PIC a reality. Thank you.
Creating a sense of belonging in a workplace is really critical for business success, increased productivity, increased engagement from your staff, and that's where it has a positive impact in terms of recruitment, retention, reduced sickness. That's where it all happens, really.
That's where it all happens, and that's where we come in. So we are positive about inclusion. My name's Karen Faulkner. This is my business partner, Lucy Malarkey. Lucy and I worked together for many years in the public sector, and redundancy last year gave us the opportunity to pursue our passion. So we set up an equality, diversity and inclusion consultancy and training provider called positive about inclusion. And because our values are really important to us, we set up the business as a social enterprise. We work with organisations to help them create a real sense of belonging and inclusion in their workplace.
Yes, and whilst there are others doing similar sorts of things as we do, it's a really collaborative space, and consultants work together, and we recognise that we've all got unique selling points, all got special expertise and experience that makes us unique. And what's ours? Well, ours is really about engaging people through the delivery of training, through the initiatives that we run with organisations, supporting them. Then we harness that power of the passionate people in an organisation. And when you've got that power and those people engaged in equality, diversity, inclusion, and creating the sense of belonging, then that's where the magic happens. That's us.
Farmers are facing an uncertain future. The phasing out of direct payments means that thousands of farmers across the UK will need to reevaluate their business model and diversify. But where can they turn to for support? Rural Business Network is a membership organisation offering inspiration, knowledge and resources. There are already 70 members from up and down the UK, ranging from farmers and food and drink producers to agricultural accountants and holiday park owners. I'm Jo Martin, a very proud farmer with a postgraduate degree in tourism and events. I've also worked for 2 membership organisations, so know just how effective they can be. My extended team includes Durham City Incubator, the Enterprise Place and the Durham Ambitious Business Startup Programme. There are 212,000 farms in the UK. I currently offer a paid subscription model, but there is so much potential to add value that the projected revenue is £300,000 per year per 1,000 members. My competitors are busy lobbying government or using their network to promote their primary business. Collaboration, however, will be key. My vision is that farmers diversifying and rural entrepreneurs have a network of support to start and grow a rural business. Thank you for listening.
Did you know that according to surveys, 1 in 4 men say that they would be open to wear makeup? In fact, makeup for men is a rapidly growing movement. My name's Shakti and I'm the founder of Sons of Adonis, a luxurious makeup company for men. I started Sons of Adonis because of the raw vulnerability that I felt after suffering from a severe allergic reaction that left me with visible bags under the eyes. The constant comments from people telling me that I looked tired really started to affect my self-esteem, and so I decided to do something about it. I went into my local beauty store looking for a concealer to hide the bags, and instead I found a number of choices for women, but very little choice for men. And it was at that moment that I decided that makeup would be beneficial to improve the confidence of men. We have formulated makeup that is non-oily, non-irritating, moisturising, and it does not cake or flake on the skin, which is a huge problem. To go even further, we've created a sustainable business process where we aim to minimise environmental impact. Our formula does not contain silicones, it does not contain microplastics, and our packaging is made of glass, which is easily recyclable, and also it has the option for refills. Our company is built on the foundation that makeup does not have to be just for women. Makeup also provides the opportunity for self-expression and creativity, which men would benefit from also. Thanks for listening.
So hello, my name's Darren. I run Suitability. Suitability supports North East unemployed men access free interview clothing to support them to look good and feel good when attending their interviews. What we've been doing is we take donated clothing from some fantastic people and businesses, enabling us to be fully sustainable for 2021 and beyond. We're also looking into sustainable fashion, so we are looking at designers to upcycle and basically design something that isn't of necessarily of value, but taking it to something that we can kind of ultimately support our local communities, and also adapted clothing for people with disabilities. So we're kind of almost utilising the clothing that we're kind of getting donated, but putting it to a bit of a social impact and purpose going forwards.
Did you know 4 in 5 disabled people would like to be more active, but only 2 in 5 disabled people feel they are given the opportunity to be more active as they would like to be? This is according to the Annual Disability and Activity Survey 2019-2020. Add in the pandemic and you can be sure that these figures have doubled, if not tripled. Why do I know this? Well, simply because I'm living it. And that's the reason why I set up Tailored Leisure, a non-for-profit organisation that aims to support disabled people to have better access to fitness, short breaks, leisure, and more importantly, be socially included within society. Our services include our successful Sit to Be Fit programme, wellness courses, our coffee and catch-up social group, and our supporters volunteering opportunity, giving those with disabilities and long-term conditions a true pathway to reach their full potential. And what a year it has been. We have already engaged with over 3,000 customers and already seen the impact that we have had.
Hey, so my name's Yoga Mike and I run Wellbe Group CIC. So the North East has some of the highest suicide rates in the country. There's a ton of evidence out there to show that instilling yoga and mindfulness from a young age can really support their physical and mental well-being, and it will stay with them for a lifetime. So as a business, we've managed to attract a ton of really good quality people around us. So we've got education professionals, ex-head teachers and qualified yoga teachers. And as a CIC, our aims are really simple. We want to make sure that we can give accessibility for children in schools and in the community centres so that they can teach yoga and mindfulness. We also want to make sure that we work with the growing technologies by developing our online video platform so children can make positive choices and do yoga from home as well. And we also want to empower teachers and caregivers so that they can also teach those which matter most to us. So I left my primary school teaching career with one simple dream, and already we've worked with thousands of children, but I want us to be the UK's leading organisation for children's wellbeing within the next 3 years. Thanks so much for your support.
Paracetamol contains pig skin. You must be wondering why on earth do I know this information? It's because I'm a pharmacist and that is why I know this information. If you're a vegan, vegetarian, or from a particular faith, there are certain ingredients in medication that you cannot have. So, for example, certain tablets contain hamster's ovaries, to bird feathers, to pig skin, to fish. Yes, I too had that look on my face when I found out that I was taking paracetamol that contained beef inside it. So, what's the solution? There are alternatives, but they're never there at the point of prescribing or buying. That is where we come in. We give you these at the point of prescribing or buying. So next time when you have a headache, check veganchemist.com and you can find out on there whether your medication is suitable for vegans. Or if you've got a prescription-only medication, go to your doctor and they'll find you an alternative. This applies to 7% of the UK's population and has risen by 700% over the past 2 years. The solution not only applies in the UK, but anywhere where there is privatised healthcare. We are currently the thought leader in the market for this. There is no competition. And we're using our platform of education to educate the public. We've got support from plant-based professionals, from Vegan Society, and not only that, from Ignite and the LEP. Why should you care? Because having a choice is important. My vision is to build a legacy that will impact the lives of those who've been deprived of this choice and get the world to think in a different way when it comes to medicine and choice.
Hello, welcome back everyone. I hope you have furiously scribbled down all your notes, and what a fantastic group of startups that we've had for this day. I mean, Caroline and I were just watching the videos there and you can just see the passion in everyone's eyes. Thank you so much, you've done it, well done, woohoo! Right, okay, we're now gonna go on to the Q&A round, and some of you will know yesterday there was a little bit of a struggle with the bingo machine that I have here. Fortunately, we have a wonderful team here and they've actually put it the right way round this time. So yes, let's try let's try and go. So Ian, are you there? Hello. Do we have an Ian? We have a... Yay!
We
hello.
do have an
Hi.
Ian.
Ian
Hi,
Brown
Caroline.
from Chestnut Natural Capital. Welcome and thank you so much for delivering such a great pitch. I'm now going to do the bingo
She's doing
thing.
that. I've got my Quizmaster's hat on. Random selection, Ian. Wait for it.
Okay.
Number.
Question 4.
Question 4. Ian, what's your vision?
What is my vision? My vision is to make forestry, certainly in the UK, plastic free. So the material that we're using is made from plants. What better material? Getting rid of oil-based plastic and herbicides as well if we can. So that's my vision. I've been planting trees for 30 years, something I know a lot about. Great to have a product that can do good and help us achieve our climate change targets.
I was a judge for this, as you know, and Ian, you and I have known each other a long time. Is this the one? Is this the one? Is this the business that's going to go the way?
Caroline. I hope nobody got bored waiting, including myself.
Well, you know, persistence and determination are omnipotent, Ian. So
They are indeed.
Have you enjoyed the competition so far?
I've loved it and really G'd up. As somebody who's been an environmentalist as long as you've known me, Caroline, it's fantastic to see so many of the businesses tying into opportunities that, you know, are just so good for the environment, as well as being really sensible business propositions. So great to be in the cohort that I'm in.
And it's the zeitgeist of the time. I'm going to hand back actually now to do the handover. Thanks so much for joining us, Ian. Good luck.
Thank you.
And while the next ball rolls, what I think is absolutely lovely about this today is that we've actually got a Zoom room of people. They're all there off screen, supporting each other and winning them each on to win. Charlotte.
Fabulous, thanks Caroline. So next up we have Callum Mather from Everdurance. Hello, Callum.
Hi everyone, hi Charlotte.
Hi.
Morning, Callum. I see this very impressive hat on. Random selection going to go on here.
Yeah, the whole thing's impressive. The whole stage is impressive.
Yay,
That's
great.
good to hear.
Okay, so your question is, lucky for some, number 10.
Number 10. So, this is a lovely one. It's completely random. What is your proudest achievement to date, Callum? Your proudest
I'm afraid I
achievement
can't
to
hear you
date.
there, Caroline. Ian, could you mute yourself, please? There we go. Okay, can I have the question again, please?
Yes, you can. What is your proudest achievement to date?
My proudest achievement to date. Ooh, I think it would be a scatter of a few things of just making a difference to a lot of people. When I receive requests for the products that we do, which is the cartons, we have a range of different cartons, but when somebody tells us that they absolutely love the product and have been dying for something that they can use instead of a plastic bottle, that really does make me proud.
And just building on that, because I remember from your submission that actually this you haven't just, because it would have been quite difficult being a sort of retail business in the middle of a pandemic, but you've been doing lots of other things, haven't you? Because you had early investment and you've actually been doing other things. Just tell people a bit about that.
Absolutely. So we actually started in February 2020 and we received investment from North Star Ventures. And the idea was to go to sport events, which I worked with before. So like the Great North Run I've worked with before. And we just want to get rid of plastic bottles. That was it. It was super straightforward. And then 2020 hit. So that scrapped everything, all them sort of plans. So we had to rotate and just see and really believe in ourselves that we can still make a difference, even though all these sport events have stopped. And, you know, that's, you know, linking back to how proud we are and the people we've connected with, which is a whole range, you know, 25, 30 stores in the Northeast who are, you know, desperate to get rid of plastic bottles and find something more sustainable. So we've definitely pivoted, but we know we can make a difference. And now we're going back into events. So we've got a couple that we've quoted for, and, you know, they're dying to get rid of plastic bottles as well.
Fantastic. Over and out. Good luck to you, Callum. And over to our next contestant.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, next up we have Ruben McQueen and Ibrahim Mizi with Food Forage. Hello.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, gentlemen. As she does her wheel, we're going to see this is a random question, so you don't get much thinking time. Sorry, think on your feet.
Question number 12.
Question number 12. Ha. Have you had to adapt or change your business during the last year? If so, how?
Yeah, go ahead. Absolutely. So one of the key parts of our business is really finding ways to, it's always a battle between people They know they want to live more sustainably and eat healthier and lower their carbon footprint and their resources, but it's really finding ways to make that as easy as possible for people. So we've constantly been changing our approach and pivoting with the app, and working with businesses, local businesses like Scoop in Durham, and they're always for finding, they're a low plastic free shop to get all your staples, and we talk with those and we partner with them to try and find, well, how can we convey to people that this is something we need to do, this is a lifestyle shift that we need, but how can we do it in the best way possible? So we're always trying to find the better ways to change the app.
Smashing. Ibrahim, anything else that you want to add to that?
No, it's more of like we're just constantly asking people what they think is the best way or the features that they need in their life in order to live more sustainably, and we pivot the app and improve upon the app based on our research, our market research, and also our customer surveys.
And it's a great time, isn't it? Globally now, everybody's thinking about how important sustainability is. Thank goodness. So good luck for today, gentlemen. And I'm going to hand back to Charlotte for the next question, for our next interview. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Okay, next up we have Mark Wong with Imposter Brew Co.
Morning, Mark.
Hello.
That's it. Morning.
Morning.
Hi, everyone.
So we're just looking for this random thing to come on.
How good am I at this today?
Yeah, she's got it. She's got it.
Question number, unlucky for some, but I'm sure it won't be for you, Mark. Number 13.
Question 13, Mark.
Oh.
This is another great one.
Yay.
How do you remain focused?
Oh, it's quite difficult, especially when there's so many things going on as a small startup. I think one of the things that I really focus on that helps me is to remember why we started. And our aim is really to handle the why behind drinking, and seeing that and really having that vision articulated. That is how we just stay on track and keep doing what we're doing with our plants and our beers.
And actually, our why has been very important. And you know that Charlotte and I run this business ourselves too. So we're a business looking at other businesses. And tell us in a nub remind us what the business does. It's not just non-alcoholic beer, is it?
No, it's not. So we make one of the most unique kinds of non-alcoholic beer, is that we address the why behind drinking. And what it does is that we use active plants and adaptogens to create a certain sort of relax and unwinding sensation that you usually associate with alcohol, but without the hangovers. And it's something in the works for about the last 2 years. And we finally got our prototype round out, and it's been very well received.
That's great. All of that stuff about drinking, but without the hangover. Way to go. Thank you. Charlotte, over to you. Good luck.
Mark, on that note, can you drop some off at the studio tomorrow? Because we'll need it by 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Thank you. You can get the address on Google. Cheers. Okay, next up we have Lauren Young from Lauren Young Illustration. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Lauren. You've probably got the gist of this now. This is random selections from this bonkers bingo wheel here. So hang on to your hat.
All by itself, number 3.
Aha. What problem, or what is the problem that you're solving?
So I would say that the problem that I'm solving is stopping zero waste, making zero waste products in a way, because so I'm an illustrator primarily, so like an artist, and I do sell my paintings, but I've diversified, so rather than making greetings cards and giftware range like what you would normally see in shops that might have plastic in or just paper cards, my products are eco-friendly, so I have reusable makeup wipes or plantable cards which have seeds in that you can plant afterwards. So it's basically stopping presents, giftware, from being single use.
It's sort of stopping the throwaway thing, isn't it? It's a very big theme for today, actually, for all of the entrants. And what was your vision? Was that your vision?
Well, I love I'm out in the countryside 24/7. I'm never away from the farm. So I would say that all of my art and my illustrations are inspired by the countryside. And I think that my vision really was to bring what I see in the countryside to the rest. Like, I've got friends who don't know what's on their doorstep. So I want to bring that to other people through my art. But also in that, I've realized that we really need to look after our environment.
Lovely, Lauren.
So that I want my products to help do that in a way, I suppose.
That is lovely. I'm sorry, I've got to cut you off there. Thank you for that. Good luck. Speak to you later. Charlotte.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, Lauren. Okay, next up we have Rebecca Hetherington and Marissa May at MindStars NECIC. Hello, ladies.
Hi. Hello. Now then, I don't know how we're going to do this 2 minutes, because that's all we've got, ladies. So we'll see what question comes up. Hang on.
It is 1-5-15.
Hoo-hoo. What have you learned this year about running a business in a pandemic? You've had to run it during this year, so what have you learned?
Well, it's our first business, so we've learned a lot already.
Yeah.
I think that the main thing that we've learned is that we have massive drive and passion for this project, and it's kept us going throughout, because we've both been homeschooling, we've both been looking after the kids, looking after the house, being cooked up with partners and families, and we've continued to go to work, and we've loved every minute of it, and it's not been work, it's just been fun, and I get to do it with my best friends, so
Hey, well, that's the thing. If it's passionate and it's fun, it's not like going to work, is it? So anything that you want to add to that?
Anything you want to add?
It's been a challenge with COVID, but we've opened up so many windows with the digitally being able to reach so many more people. Fitting in that amount of appointments in a day to talk to people would be so difficult if it was face to face. But we've literally had so much time to speak to so many people and organisations, which has really helped us.
It's just realising as well the importance of mental health within this time. So I think that's what's given us the drive to make us really work for the children, you know.
Well, thank you, ladies. Good luck to you. And Charlotte, over to our next contestant.
Thank you, Caroline. Next up, we have Jenny Smith from NetKnow. Hello, Jenny.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Jenny. Different hat today.
How's it going?
It's going very well, thank you. I'm just waiting for the Charlotte to do her magic over here.
Tombola thing. I feel like I'm going to, win a prize, but, you know.
Maybe you will.
Maybe you will.
You never know. Who knows, Charlotte?
Okay, you have one little duck, number 2.
Right. So then, Jenny, do you have ambition to grow? If
oh my goodness, yeah.
Oh my goodness, hang on.
Sorry,
If so, what is your next milestone?
Right, so for me, having recently launched the new the strategic networking platform, it's very much focused on the Northeast, which is where I am. It's where obviously my heart is, my home is, and it's there to help support the Northeast businesses network strategically. The next milestone is going to be to expand that, which is going to mean a next round of development, which potentially is going to need some investment. I've managed to bootstrap the first launch with reinvesting what I've done elsewhere in the business. But launching geographically elsewhere is going to need some new tech. So potentially the introduction of artificial intelligence, some kind of online scraping. There's different tech that's going to be involved in that. So the next big milestone for me is definitely going to be phase 2 of development in order to help more people network strategically.
And milestones aren't much good really unless you've got a time stamp on them. Have you thought when you want to achieve that by, Jenny?
Yeah, so I'm looking in the next 12 months to go down the route of looking at taking on investment, really growing the team. I'm hoping to have 2 more members of the team by the end of this year. And then, just take it from there really, but very much focusing on growth across the UK, across the world, but very much as a Northeast business. Definitely want to help put the Northeast on the map.
Fantastic, Jenny. Thank you so much and good luck with today.
Thank you.
Charlotte, back to you.
Thank you, Jenny. Okay, next up we have Jakob Smikkel and Shirley Chan with Pick for Purpose. Hello, you two.
Good morning. Top of the morning to you. Right, now then, the bingo machine is going overdrive here. She's worked out how to do it, and the question randomly selected is...
Number 8.
Number 8. Aha. How will you secure funding for your startup?
Hi everyone. Well, basically we have been doing some competitions already. We've actually achieved some great momentum with competition funding so far, but the ultimate goal is to obviously have potential angel investor. So, but obviously doing competitions, it's like more independent. So it means that our funding will be not tied to equity, which is quite something we enjoy, and we learn a lot by doing competition. So that is a big part of our funding side. And then our next step is definitely securing a angel investor ahead. But overall, we're quite a big team. We divide and conquer all the time. So that funding is not essentially a very big problem for us at the moment. But overall, that is our work plan ahead.
Thank you, Shirley. Jakob, let's bring you in here. Anything to add on that? And of course, you're raising profile too, aren't you, by doing the competitions?
Yeah. Well, I think Shirley basically said the most important part. The competitions have been very helpful in growing our network, and we have also talked to many people who have done angel investing in the past. And we try to communicate with them on a regular weekly/monthly basis to share our progress and eventually get to a stage where they will be able to invest in us and help us scale.
That is absolutely great, and networking is the way to go. That networking leverage. People do business with people. Thank you, you two. Back to you, Charlotte.
I love that you put vote for us on your screen as well. That's entrepreneurial spirit. Well done. I like that. Okay, cool.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, guys. Okay, next up we have Karen Faulkner and Lucy Malarkey with Positive About Inclusion. Hello.
Hi. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, ladies. She's sussed it. She's sussed it. It's working beautifully. She's turning the handle the right way.
Lucky for some, number 7.
Aha. Now, ladies, what does success look like to you?
Well, I suppose success in the long term is that we don't need to exist. But that's probably not the right answer in a startup world. But yeah, that really would be success, you know, because if we didn't need to provide what we provide, then, you know, organizations would be more inclusive, people would feel that sense of belonging that, you know, creates better industry, makes things happen. So yeah, we probably shouldn't exist, Karen.
Do yourself out of a business before you start, but you've started with quite a lot of traction. So go on, Karen, tell us a bit more.
Well, I think one of the unique things about what we do is when we work with organizations, we help them to identify the really passionate people that they've already got. And by supporting them to work within their organisation, you leave a lasting legacy. So that really, I suppose, is the kind of...
That's what I meant, really.
that kind of sustained inclusion that we were really... That's what we want to create.
It's that wonderful Sanskrit thing, isn't it? To teach a man to fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ladies, you've had a great first year. I'm going to wish you very good luck for the competition today. And hand back over to Charlotte.
Thank you, ladies. Okay, next up we have Joe Martin from Rural Business Network. Hello, Joe. Welcome.
Hello, Joe. Lovely to see you. I look slightly different today with my hat on. You've got it now, haven't you? Charlotte's doing this random thing. Everybody's got 2 minutes, and then I have to go like that.
Number 9.
Number 9. Haha. This is a great one for you. What's been your biggest challenge, Joe?
I would say, as a farmer myself and trying to set up a brand new organisation, it's time management and making sure that I'm healthy to, you know, progress members. I mean, so from a farmer's perspective, you know, mental health is quite important. In fact, our event on Friday is all about the farming community network and how they can help us. So it's all about connecting and collaborating and making sure that we're all okay and healthy.
And you know, it's lovely to hear you talk about that focus on you, that self-belief, because you need that to keep going, don't you?
You certainly do. I mean, my boys, when they were sort of 5 and 2, so we're going back to the 2007, I was making cakes and selling them at farmers markets. And I could have grown that business, but at that time there was nowhere to seek support, you know, to help with marketing, to help with sales, to find premises. So it's very much driven by that, you know, problem that I had. And now I've got the confidence to move it forward. But we've got so many members now across the UK. I'm just so excited for the next 12 months.
And Jenny was talking about being, you know, a northeast based business with a national footprint, and you've got exactly the same.
Certainly have. I mean, I've just acquired a new member from Wales. I have a number of members down in Devon. I'd love to get my first member in Northern Ireland. I think that's imminent, and Ireland too. So yes, there's 212,000 farmers in the UK. So there's certainly room for growth.
And you're their girl. You're their person. Good luck today, Joe. And back over to you, Charlotte.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Joe. Okay, next up we have Shakti Sood and Sons of Adonis. Hello.
Morning, Shakti.
Morning.
You've got it, haven't you? She's doing this wheelie bin thing. Nobody gets the same question, and it comes out quite quickly. So wait a minute. What is it?
Number 6.
Number 6. How will you market your product?
So one of the key things for us is educating people on what we're doing and why we're doing it. So one of the things that we're focusing on is breaking down those stereotypes and challenging the norms, because currently makeup is heavily marketed for women. So what we want to do is kind of change that stereotype and normalize makeup for men by providing thought-provoking marketing materials, why it can improve the confidence of men. And you know, I know what it felt like, you know, as someone who felt self-conscious. So I imagine that many other men would feel the same way. So I think it's just explaining those benefits and providing high-quality choices and conveying that message through our marketing.
And that's great, because you know the problem. So can you give us an example of some of the innovative marketing that you're doing to get the product out there?
Yes, so at the moment we are focusing heavily on Instagram. So each post is thought quite carefully in terms of what message we want to get across. We want to inspire people. So if you look at our Instagram page, it is very inspirational, and also we're looking at partnering with relevant people within the industry. So we have a current contact at the moment who's an internationally acclaimed makeup artist, and together we are spreading the message, and it's quite a relevant connection to have him on board as well as a partner.
That's great to know, Shakti. Sorry, I got to cut you off. Sorry, I love hearing people talk about their businesses, but I have to do that to stay on time. Thank you and good luck, Charlotte.
Okay, we have next Darren Tate and Suitability. Hello, Darren.
Good afternoon.
Good
to see
afternoon,
you.
Darren. Really good to see you. So Charlotte's doing her thing with the bingo wheel, and it was really good to see it today in all its glory. Charlotte, what have we got for Darren?
Oh, we have legs 11.
Aha. You might need to spin this. Who are your competitors, and why are you different?
So we haven't really got competitors, so I set up Suitability to work alongside a fantastic service called SmartWorks, who do kind of free access for women with interview clause. So, you know, kind of I was just almost bridging that market and you know, kind of filling that gap.
And are you working in partnership with others now, Darren, as the business beginning to get traction?
Yeah, so we've partnered up with SmartWorks, so kind of as the restrictions and guidelines relax, when we do job fairs, we'll kind of attend with them. But we've also partnered up with quite a lot of services that are within the country to look at how they're kind of supporting gentlemen going forwards for interviews, best practice, and ultimately kind of spreading that awareness, kind of through social platforms, so we can connect remotely.
And just go back to what Shakti was saying, actually. I mean, you've had some quite high profile support, haven't you, from people who think that what you're doing is great. Do you want to tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, so we recently just partnered up with a business, so they do kind of tech. So if we can gain some premises, they're going to completely kind of kit us out for office equipment. We've got 2 community hubs at the moment based within the Northeast, and we're hopefully looking at Sunderland University in September to support the graduates and kind of I guess expand within the region to support the Northeast.
Fantastic. I love these Northeast businesses with national, if not global ambition. Good luck for you today, Darren. And Charlotte, let's go to the next one.
Fabulous. Okay, so we're up to number 13, which is Tara Johnson and Tailored Leisure. Hello, Tara.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
Hello, Tara. You can see I've got my there's my question master's hat on. I hope I'm not as forbidding as some of those people who sit in black chairs. Charlotte, what have we got?
Question number 5.
Question number 5. Haha. What interest has there been in your product or service?
The interest has been huge since we set up in 2019, particularly since COVID, if I'm honest. Lots of businesses did struggle, but we launched accessible fitness and online services for disabled people. So that has just built momentum. We were lucky enough to get some lottery funding at the beginning of the pandemic to support us with that programme. And it's just grew and grew, both locally across the Northeast and now nationally. And we have our first international client accessing our Sit to Be Fit programme. So the success has been great so far.
And that's great to hear that you've had to move from face to face, as you say, working with people with disabilities online. And it hasn't been a barrier, it's been an opportunity.
It has definitely been an opportunity, absolutely, for us to really kind of connect with those people that are so potentially isolated and find accessibility an issue when it comes to fitness and leisure. There is so much, so many barriers there already. Post-COVID, but being able to have that online has just been fantastic for us, some of our clients, and really kind of promote that social inclusion.
And has there been any other benefits of that in addition to the services you offer? Have you found that people, because the loneliness is quite a big issue, isn't it? Have people been talking to each other sort of behind the scenes? Have they reported that?
Absolutely, we have regular coffee and catch-ups and social groups that people can get involved in, but people have become a real kind of community where they've had conversations with other people and connected as customers, and some great partners have now come on board to kind of help us expand that as well. So it's been amazing.
Fantastic. Good luck with today. I'm now going to hand back to Charlotte for our penultimate, I think that's the right word, penultimate contestant.
Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Tara. Okay, next up we have Michael Weeks from Welby Group. Hello, Michael.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hiya, Michael. She's just going to do a scrumble rumble going on. You'll have seen this before now. Right, so what have we got?
You have number 14.
Number 14. 60% of startups in the UK fail within 3 years, Michael. What are you going to do to ensure this doesn't happen to you?
So I think the biggest thing for me that I've learned, that setting up a new business, you sort of have to do everything at first, but then you quite quickly need to start getting really good people around you. And it's really tempting to want to hold on to every aspect of the business. But I think for me, it's about learning everyone has different skill sets, and that I need to make sure that if there's something someone could do better than what I could do, then it's trying to empower other people around you, because I've got big dreams for the business, and I know that I can't do that on my own. I know all great businesses are formed not just by one individual, it's by the team. So I think to be successful, it's been humble enough to allow other people in as well, because it's quite a precious thing, your business, but it's allowing other people in and not being afraid to make mistakes, but learning from them, certainly, so that we can continue to keep pushing on. Sure.
And it's that great thing, isn't it, as you grow, that team can pick up different bits of the business. Have they already identified different bits that somebody might pick up that's not you, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things, so I teach a lot of yoga and mindfulness in schools predominantly, and I thought it was only me that could achieve that in schools, but I'm getting to the point now where I've taken on some other staff and I'm starting to say the words, I want those staff to become better than me in school, and because there's some really talented people around me, and I want to really encourage them to become better than me at that field so that I can keep developing the business.
That is absolutely great. And you know what they say, Michael? A people employ and engage A-star people. On to the next one.
Okay, finally, our final contestant, we have Hira Aslam from Vegan Chemist. Hira's online, she's got a sound on, but no video working, unfortunately. So just to make you aware, hello Hira, are you there?
Hi there. I've tried literally 3 times, if not more, to try and get this video on, but it's just not working. So I do apologise.
No, that's
never
absolutely
mind,
fine.
Hira. We've seen you on a stage. We know we could. I know that you'll be able to bring your business to life as you talk, even though we can't see you. So the final ball in the bingo hall is
number 1.
Number 1. Aha! This is a great one for you. Why is your product or service unique? What's unique about it, Hira?
It's because I am a pharmacist by profession, and when I go out there and I serve currently, like serving customers and patients, etc., I get on a daily basis like these sort of problems and queries where the answer is not available there and then. Now, with the service that I'm providing, it will save time, money, and if you want to know, whilst you're, for example, going to Boots, Lloyd's, Asda, that whether you are ingesting any medication, whether that's got animal products in it or not, you'll get the answer sort of there and then. So you can make a decision for yourself to say, okay, well, you know what? I want this medication, or no, I don't.
So why is that unique? Surely you could ask that, couldn't you?
No. So unfortunately, at this moment in time, if you wanted to find out that is your medication vegan, it would take the actual healthcare professional itself up to 2 weeks to give you an answer. And that delays your treatment. You might have to make another appointment with the doctor. You might have to get your prescription changed. This is costing NHS money. It's adding to the medication wastage of £300 million per year. So this is where Vegan Chemist comes in. It gives you that at the point of prescribing or buying. So that's why that's unique.
That's great. So is that something you've got in your pocket then?
Yes. So you mean the solution?
Yeah.
Yes, so it'll be an online website to start off with. So over the counter, any consumer.
That's great, because I've only got to give you 10 years. So it's an online solution to start with.
Yes.
That's absolutely great, Hira. So sorry you couldn't join us in person. It would have been lovely to see you again.
No problem at all.
And I think I'm going to hand back to Charlotte. Good luck. And I'm going to hand back to Charlotte, who is going to round things up and get people doing the all-important voting.
How difficult is that going to be to decide? I'm stumped. You have a very difficult job ahead of you, audience members. So now the power is in your hands and it is time to vote. You have 3 minutes. Have a read through all those scribbles and vote for your high growth potential winner and your biggest social impact winner. Good luck. Enjoy. See you soon.
Luck.
voting has now closed. Wow, we are ready to go in a second. We're just counting the votes. Caroline, any final thoughts to our startups before we announce the winners?
Well, it's really interesting that the sustainability, Billy will be so pleased to hear about this, that, you know, ethics, sustainability, doing things for people and the planet is such a strong theme throughout most of the people who've presented today. And what would I say? I think we can say this, Shah, as business owners sort of 7.5 years on. Persistence and determination are omnipotent. We know that you set off and you've got all of these wonderful dreams, but actually you have to sort of flex. But the most important thing is just to keep going. So even if you don't win today, because there can't be that many winners, one, you've won once already because you've come through a very tough shortlisting process, and two, you're going to get loads of publicity. Use it. Use the networks. Use the people you're going to meet, and get yourself supported so you can take the next step.
Okay, great. So on that note, we're now going to intro our winner. Our sponsor, our partner. So we have Billy again with us today from P&E. P&E have helped thousands of businesses across the Northeast develop their startups into incredible businesses with this incredible mantra of being sustainable and ethical. And whilst they will help every business that comes to them, they also do so much in the community in terms of the refugee work, working with local authorities, university schools, education, and all in all, I freaking love P&E. You're amazing, and there couldn't be a better organisation presenting this award. So over to you, Billy.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. Again, just such a lovely introduction. We absolutely love doing these awards with you. There's just so much celebration and positivity, and it's just really great to be here yet another year, 5 years in. Love it. We've seen such a fantastic line of pitches today, and there's so much to be excited about if this is the future of Northeast business. Events like this are really important for championing the next generation of talent. So a big thank you to First and the team for bringing us all here today. P&E is a business support organisation, but that really means that we support people. So one-to-one advice, workshops and peer learning. And quite often our advisors are also motivational speakers, reminding founders that they have what it takes to do it and they don't have to do it alone. Not doing it alone is a huge part of why we partner with the Startup Awards, because every year it creates, from literally nothing, a wonderful support network among applicants, connecting them with other people who are also working towards their goal of starting up a business in the same place at the same time. And on top of that, it plugs them into the amazing ecosystem of help available across our region, including everyone here today. P&E are passionate about helping Northeast businesses to start and thrive, and our services are mostly offered without cost to the people accessing them. That's because we know how important the people who have passion and drive to take that leap into the unknown and start a business are. We need you. We need you to innovate, to create jobs, and to make the world a better place to be in. Which neatly connects to why P&E sponsors the Social Impact Award. Without the problem solving and passion to improve the world that goes hand in hand with entrepreneurship, we wouldn't stand a chance of solving some of the biggest challenges we face as a society. From climate issues to helping build stronger communities, there are startups out there working hard to create real change, and we think that should be celebrated, encouraged and rewarded. So on that note, I'm very excited to announce the winner, or once again winners of the Social Impact Award. We've got Ian Brown from Ian Chestnut Natural Capital and Tara Johnson from Tara Tailored Leisure. Woo! Well done. How does it feel?
I don't think I can find the words. Thank you so much. Yeah.
You deserve it. It's all the hard work that's brought you here. It's nothing to do with us. What about you, Ian?
Great, and very happy to be sharing the award with a very worthy joint winner. My product will have a big impact. I also hope it'll be a great financial success as well, but really good to tie the two things together. Like charities, you don't call it profit, but you need to make a surplus. So fantastic that I've got a business idea that can actually improve things socially and economically.
I love that, profit and purpose. That's what all business should be going these days, I think. So there are a lot of people watching who might be able to support you on your journey. Have you got anything that you'd like to ask from them while you have the stage? I'll start with you, Tara.
this is just the start of Tailored Leisure. I want to thank everybody so much for voting and just say that this started from my own access journeys, things that I couldn't do in life. And it's just been phenomenal. The next steps for Tailored Leisure is to create a leisure service here in the Northeast that will have swimming, a pool, short breaks, employment opportunities. So if there's anybody out there listening who wants to invest in that, and our next steps, Butterflies and all, that symbolises kind of freedom and independence and accessibility, please get in touch with Tailored Leisure and continue to support us more what we're trying to do. Thank you so much.
Ian, what about you?
Yeah, based here as I am down in Oosburn Farm, so genuine farm noises in the background here. It's just going to be great going forward to be able to tie together all the experiences that I've had, the tree planting that I did 30 years ago, with a project where I can really get passionate about getting rid of oil-based plastic. And there's so many ideas that can come from this. Everything from cable ties at festivals. You think of a piece of plastic that might get dropped and think of the ability to have it just dissipate back to plant material. So I think once we have this patent this week, lots of products will be being made from this material. So watch your space.
Definitely watch the space. That's so exciting, kind of on the brink, right, of a really, really exciting momentum happening. So it's great that this award, I guess, comes with that timing for you.
Yeah, perfect.
So one thing I also wanted to ask was, how has this kind of awards process helped you develop your business? How has the kind of startup awards and everything that came before this point kind of helped you guys?
I think starting out a business can be really, really, really scary, and I think being part of this process has just given us that platform and given you, I think, as an entrepreneur, just giving yourself time to reflect about where you are and where you've came within that process and accessing that key support as a business that can help you be sustainable, particularly for us, the Sun and Bic service, which has been fundamental, and North Star, who are helping us progress. So I think it's just key to be part of a program that has key partners that can help you progress to get where you want to be, and continue growing and be sustainable to support those people that you'd set out to do in the first place.
Amazing. Yeah.
And for me, I wouldn't have got the website done in time if I hadn't have had a deadline. So thank you for all the artificial pressure that it put on me to get my social media and my website. And thank you to the team behind me who made that happen. So it was good to have a deadline to get everything ready, which had to be done at some point. So brilliant. And great to meet all the other businesses, particularly those involved with the environment and sustainability.
Oh, that's a really lovely. I like the shout out to the team behind you as well. I guess there's only room for one on the camera, but that's really nice to hear. I think we've got kind of just a minute before we go back to the studio. But, oh no, I've been told to close. So amazing. Congratulations on the award. And yeah, good luck. I'll be in touch. I'm sure lots of people from today will be as well, but just go and enjoy and celebrate.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well done, Darren.
Well done, everyone.
Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So that's the first of 2 awards today, and it's wonderful to have Muckle supporting us for the first time on the High Growth Award. Tremendous. Welcome, Alex. Alex,
hi.
Hello. Alex Craig is a partner and head of the commercial team. It's also just tying back to what Billy was talking about, that real shift now. Companies, with companies with purpose. Muckle is ahead of the game on this. It happens to be the leading commercial law firm in the Northeast, but it's also taken a very, very strong lead always, looking after community as well as growing its business. So it's wonderful to have you here today. First time. And great to have you, I know Alex, because we know each other a long time, supporting businesses on their journey. And my word, you're going to have a few here that I think are going to need supporting.
Yeah. No, it is honestly so inspiring, today's awards, just hearing from people with new ideas and the enthusiasm and the commitment and the passion and that motivation and drive to set up and start these new businesses and really get themselves on their way. It's just absolutely fantastic. And so thank you, Caroline and Charlotte, for the opportunity to support these awards. You're right, Caroline, for Muckle, we are an all-service commercial law firm based in the region and very committed to supporting organisations across the region, and this startup community is, it's a key part of the region's business community. It's critical to the future and economic growth of the region, especially at the moment. I mean, even more than ever, I would say. And these businesses are potentially going to be the big businesses, the big employers, the linchpins of the region's economy in the future, and that whole piece around sustainability that has really come out as a really strong theme today, it's very, very, very heartwarming and inspiring to listen to. It's vital from our point of view to support this community, and we've done various things over the last 20 years that I've been involved with the business to support this community. But it's really important that we support events like this, engage with the community, and make sure that people know what professional advisors might be able to help them. Muckle LLP offers fixed price legal packages for this community, so businesses just starting out, because we know how important engagement with people like lawyers is, and it's so important at early stages. It can quite often avoid unnecessary problems, but obviously at that point in your journey, certainty in particular around fees when you're trying to manage cash flow is also really important, which is why we focus on the fixed pricing side of things to support people. And also we do a lot of work just simply mentoring and supporting this business community. So any terms and conditions, employment contracts, leases, shareholder agreements, just get in touch.
That's jolly good, isn't it, to have that? And actually, just in case you want to know a bit more about Alex, because she never blows her own trumpet, so I'm just about to do that. Alex herself made a partner in 2008. I think you were one of the very early women partners actually at Muckle. Helps, advises and negotiates on all aspects of contracts across a variety of sectors, but she's got a specific expertise in intellectual property law. I know this because I have used her services, and has in-depth knowledge of legal issues across a range of technology-related areas.
Yeah,
and as you say,
that's right, you. Caroline.
So it's great to have you here. I'm just going to go back to the studio to see how we're doing with our polling.
Yeah. Alex gonna introduce.
I know who the winner is.
Well, you're ahead of us then. Alex, say a bit more about you, what you can do, and then of course tell us who the winner is.
Sure, I will do. Yeah, so Caroline, absolutely right. In terms of what I do and what my team do at Muckle, we are very focused in particular on this business community because we do contracts, big, small, ugly, emergency, all of them, terms and conditions, intellectual property, so brand protection, exploitation. We do a lot of work in the tech sector, as you said. So we work for businesses who are operating in that sector, and we also help businesses who are wanting to actually invest in technology to grow themselves. We do masses of work around data and data protection, which is part of life now and is critically important, and we do in terms of sectors, we do work obviously with the private business, so the privately owned business community, but we also do a lot of work with the charitable and third sector as well. So whatever sector you happen to be in, if you need any of those things, then we'd be delighted to talk to you.
Excellent. So now there's going to be one person particularly who might benefit. Tell us who it is.
So the winner of the Startup Awards Northeast 2021 High Growth Award is Mark Wong from Impossibrew.
Woo!
How are you feeling, Mark? Fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you. This is it's a really humbling experience, especially from everything started in the university dorm kitchens of cooking and all the rest of it, and seeing a bit of an award. That's really nice.
Good. And so there are a lot of people watching at the moment, so they could really help you on your journey. What would you say to them? What things might you want to talk to people about at this point?
It's just join our journey. Try our beers. That's something I really want people to sort of experience and see for yourself. It's something that I'm really passionate about, and it's something that started because it was serving a need that I wanted to be served. So I can drink all of a sudden because of my health, and it was something that I wanted to make for myself. And it's an absolute pleasure seeing people enjoying it. And after now that we're past our sort of prototype stage and we're moving into production, we're just hoping to have more people come on board and experience it for themselves.
Well, I'm really looking forward to trying it, to be honest. No hangover appeals quite a lot. So what does this award really mean for you? How do you feel that's going to kind of help you?
I'd say it's having the support up in the Northeast, especially in parts of this award as well. It's really helped us sort of see that we're moving in a right direction, in a way that moving from the prototype stage that we can actually do something that can help more people than it was initially planned, and having this award will be quite a good sort of confidence boost for us.
Yeah, fantastic, and is there anybody in particular who's helped you on your journey so far?
Well, I mean, I could go on all day.
Okay.
Go on all day. No, I mean, the first team has been great. The support up in the Northeast was something I didn't expect. Starting with no experience. I did a philosophy degree in uni, which had nothing to do with business, and everything that I've picked up over sort of the last year or two has all been from the Northeast. So yeah, it's just to anyone that's helped me and to anyone that's watching that knows that they've had any part to play, thank you.
Good. Well, that's a real accolade, isn't it, to everybody to say that all those people have helped you. Okay. Last final thing I was going to ask was, what would you say to other people starting up? Did you hear that?
Sorry. I think I'm disconnected. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Yeah. You said what would I say to people just starting out?
Yes.
Is it all? It's just really stick to it. There's a lot of hiccups and obstacles. We've had a lot of setbacks. And things never go as expected. Everything costs twice as much, takes twice as long. But I think it's just to keep at it, and one day, if you're sort of stay strong, keep going, maybe it'll go somewhere. And that's what I would have told myself at the beginning.
Oh, it's a great piece of advice. Keep going. So I think I'm going back to the studio, as they say.
Thank you so much, Alex. Thank you so much, Mark. Congratulations to all of our winners and for all of our entrants. We salute you. You are amazing. The future is now in your hands. Thank you once again to all of our partners, to Caroline, to the incredible team here at Recognition PR and Beacon House, who are furiously tapping away in the background, helping and supporting all of our audience members. Thank you. Those that have seen the programme, you'll see some QR codes in there. Get them scanned. If you've seen anyone today, any of the startups that you think, oh, actually, I know someone that could really help them, get that QR code scanned and we'll be in touch and we'll connect you. And let's just keep those conversations going because, Caroline?
People do business with people. And one more thing, what you don't know, you might not know, is that we've begun to build this fantastic Facebook community for the startup community. So even though all of the shortlisted companies today have actually been in a Zoom room and egging each other, encouraging people on themselves today, those conversations can continue. Because as Charlotte and I know from firsthand, running a business and growing a business is jolly lonely, and you need people who are in the same place as you, as well as expert advisors and professional help. So please, if you haven't already accessed that Facebook startup community, get online and do it, because you'll just talk to people who are like you at the same stage, who've got the oomph to make it go. And you never know, one conversation, because that happened to you, one conversation can make all the difference between going on and giving up. And what we want is to smash that thing about most businesses fail after 3 years. We're looking to you guys to completely buck that trend. We want to see you all in 4 years' time and hear how you're doing.
And on that note, as well as that, we also want to see you all tomorrow. So we have the grand final tomorrow. It's going to be a late one. Well, the 7 p.m. close, woo! And it's going to be myself and the mega babe, which is Lucy Batley, joining us. There's going to be banter. She's wearing something quite incredible. So get your tickets, join us, have a laugh. Yeah, thank you so much all again to everyone, and see you tomorrow. Tune in.
Congratulations, everyone.
Bye.